Boom, boom. Oh, I guarantee if you ever get that close to an elephant, you'll say, wow. Just like, wow, I'm in the wonders of wildlife here in Springfield, Missouri. This is called the African room, and I've been blessed enough to be able to take all these animals that's in the African room. Oh, what a fantastic place. I still pinch myself from the first time I ever went over, which actually was an experiment to open up archery hunting in South Africa. Conservation at its best. Elephant, lion, Cape buffalo, the dangerous game. It makes my heart pound just thinking about all those animals. I've been super blessed. Welcome to another Bob Folkrod's hunting adventure. Sit back and enjoy.
Africa, oh Africa, you mother of civilization. I've dreamed of you since boyhood as a safari destination. I've studied the writings of Capstick, and I've traveled in my mind to share the wildness and wonders of your creatures of infinite kind. Africa, oh Africa, what is your siren song that seduces so many adventurers till they come to you and belong? For once they come to know you, they long for you again. Shame on you, you ancient lady, you steal the hearts of men.
Victor Chevrolet, Bass Pro Shops, and Alamocitos Ranch present Bob Folkrod's Hunting Adventures. Seven continents, 80 species, a 5-year quest in the making. High adventure, dangerous game. Real-world training tips. This is Bob Folkrod's Hunting Adventures.
Welcome to another exciting adventure from Bob Folkrod's Hunting Adventures. And this week we're going to South Africa, not only for plains game but for dangerous game, with warthog safaris, one of my favorite people to hunt with in Africa, for a lot of reasons. A couple days ago we came into the community, fed 300 kids waiting for a dish of food and a piece of candy with big smiles on their faces. Today we're visiting the school themselves, where we're donating soccer balls and shirts and hats. It may seem like such a small thing to you, but trust me, over here it's a big deal. So I know you have lots of choices. Sit back and enjoy the show. Hopefully you can go to Africa yourself someday, and when you do, you may want to consider somebody that's giving back more than what they take.
Warthog safaris, there's warthogs everywhere. They're fun to watch. They're nasty if you get up close. We saw this one, Bob actually spotted him, and we ran down to him, got out of the vehicle, ran on down probably 100 yards toward him. He was extremely well hidden in the brush, and his tusks, his cutters were so prominent that they were outsized. I mean, you look at it and looked in the scope and it just didn't look right.
Like, you can see his head. You can see his tusk. Can you see him? Look with your open eye. You can see his tusk going, he's looking straight at us. See his moving, he's moving his head. Yes. Wait.
Amen.
Good deal. Good deal.
Thank you. That last was then I could see him.
That's a beautiful warthog, man. Whew. God dang. Gorgeous. Look at the tusk on that boy. Huh?
Sunset. Gotta go do this.
Look at the technology comes out first.
No, it's absolutely right.
Well, congratulations. I mean, we've been after this buffalo since yesterday. Finally, we came across this beautiful warthog. Bob spotted it and we all jumped off and we were tracking it for a little bit. I didn't think we were going to get it. It presented a good shot. Took a while to pick it out in the thick brush, but this is a result of a good morning of hunting here with Warthog Safaris. And this is an exceptional warthog. They don't get any bigger than this.
The right-hand tusk was actually so big that it didn't look right.
Yeah.
And so finally, when you moved me over just a couple inches, and I could pick him out. And at that point, he saw me move. He started to move, and we fired off and got him.
Oh, congratulations! Yeah. Well done. Good job.
Good job, man.
Thanks.
Bob Folkrod's Hunting Adventures is brought to you by these fine sponsors: Vortex, Kinatrek, Kufaru.
As people who love the outdoors, we know what we stand for. We stand for fish, wildlife, and conserving the places they call home. We stand for the traditions we inherited and that we must pass on. We stand for great gear, fair prices, expert service, and memorable experiences. At Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's, we stand together for you.
For everything Chevy, you need to visit Victor Chevrolet, the place where my family and I get our vehicles. With a large selection, dedicated employees, quick service, and amazing savings, I became the biggest fan of Victor Chevrolet. If you're looking for a reliable vehicle and service, look no further than my friends at Victor Chevrolet. 7200 Pittsford Victor Road or victorchevrolet.com. Just check and see if there's room for the cup.
Closed captioning has been provided by Swarovski Optic.
The African lion. That's his name. Not Bambi, not Cecil, but simply the African lion. We will show you why, through conservation, what one species can create in revenue. It's a very controversial show that will show emotion and will also show facts. Try to take your emotion away and watch the facts, because unless hunters and non-hunters work together, the king of the jungle will not survive. We will also show you what happens when we stop hunting. We also released a male and a female back in the wild, but we have to find suitable habitat for that. Think of your states. Someplace in the United States, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, Chicago, and we release a grizzly bear. How long do you think he'll survive? It's the same thing in Africa. I'll also show you just a skit of African people sitting around on the ground discussing the white-tailed deer situation back in the United States. Well, my friends, that's what you do when you're sitting in your easy chair and try to tell the African people how to control their lion population, which they've been doing successfully for thousands of years. So sit back, watch the show, keep an open mind, and you will realize through conservation and working together, we can keep this magnificent animal alive so you can watch, enjoy. And I will also be able to hunt him, and our grandkids will have the same opportunity. This is just one outfitter making one big difference here. You ask me where the meat goes and the food goes, right here, we're gonna start handing this meat out. This is things that we've taken from Impala to the lions, all the stuff that we've got on this weekend, right here, going back to the community again. And again, if that don't touch your heart, you're not human.
Well, Mr. Bob, this is it. I guess we're done.
Very good.
Today.
I've been to warthog safaris many times. People always ask, this is something they've been doing for years. It's coming into the community, but you as the public always ask me, where does the meat go? Where does the food go? Well, right here's one example into this community. Every month they come in here and donate meat, just what you see served up today. And one species, just one lion alone, creates over $100,000. We've got 2 other lion hunters that have also hunted with warthog safari. That's $300,000 goes back into the community. From airplane tickets to buying ammo to warthog coming into the United States and selling hunts, the ripple effect coming back across. It's unbelievable what one species can create through conservation and hunting. And my question to you, again, as the public, what have you done? Where has your conservation dollars gone? Have you fed one person? Have you contributed anything back into it again? This is why we hunt animals and we hunt lions, because it creates a value. You take that value away and they're gone. Every single species that we hunt, we have done this to, through conservation. And again, you cupcakes that's out there listening to this, I ask you, what have you done? Show me. We all want the same thing. 25 years from now, 50 years from now, we want to see the lions and our grandkids see it and hear the lions roar. That's exactly what we have done. But we have proven ourselves. Let's join together so we all know those lions are going to be here for the next generation.
Mind the other bull behind it?
All right.
Did you see how that other bull came in?
Yeah.
Dang.
He smelled that blood onto him.
He wasn't looking like a fighter, he was a fighter. I mean, you could see that one horn is broken down and he's just old and heavy. And he had a few fights in his life and he must have been a dominant bull, because that other one came back and you could hear him as they were fighting. But he hit that one, but I think you hit him a little bit harder.
Yeah.
It did the job. Well, we were trying to get a nice old bull, and It's been a couple days, and finally we came across this bull. You can see he's an old fighter. That's all ear is all torn apart, and his horn is all worn, and he must have been a mean one at his younger days. And he's past his prime. It's really a mature old Nyala bull. A very, very nice trophy, and congratulations again.
Yeah, well, man, thanks. Absolutely, absolutely. And he died fighting. He was he's trying to stand up, and the dust was flying, and he went right out in style, didn't he?
He went out in style. I mean, he was a young boy trying to pick on the old man again, and he even gave him a little hit there right at the end.
Yeah.
But I think it's the arrow that killed him. I don't think that hole in the stomach did anything.
No.
This is nature. The older one always have to die for a younger one to take over. I mean, whether it's a hunter taking it, or whether it's a lion, or some predator taking an animal down, or he dies of old age because he's got no more teeth to feed. You can see we have very harsh conditions. It's always dry here. And a Nyala bull like this would either die by a predator or a hunter for the next one to take over.
Well, everything's got a pecking order, you know. That pecking order starts right when they're young all the way up until they die.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to take over that pecking order. Yeah. Yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous.
The rule of nature. Nothing is irreplaceable.
We'll get some pictures.
Transportation for all of Bob Folkrod's hunting adventures is provided by Victor Chevrolet. Check them out at victorchevrolet.com.
As you see, Warthog Safaris is getting ready to go to the school here soon, where they're providing not only food, but also candy and some hats and shirts for them. And we got some volleyballs, or I'm always saying volleyballs, but they're actually soccer balls. I don't know why I keep saying that, but we do. You know, so one of the questions we always get, who benefits by hunters and conservation coming into a hunting camp? Everybody. It's a ripple effect. Give me a breakdown of what we're doing.
Well, we've been for the last couple of years providing food and candy and stuff for the school close by. There's about 315 kids in the school, and we give them a cooked meal, we give them clothes, we give them candy, because this is something they usually don't get. It takes a couple of days to prepare one meal for them, so it takes a lot of hands to help us, and a lot of meat is going for them. So yeah, it's fun. We enjoy it.
So they'd be like a kid at Christmas time, wouldn't they?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for our clients, hunters coming to Africa, none of this would be possible. I mean, there's a lot of money coming from the States, from any other country. And if it's not for hunting, we would not be able to do this. We're feeding a lot of kids, a lot of families, a lot of people working for us, and if they don't have a job, none of this will happen. So I just actually want to thank our hunters that's hunting with us, clients that's been coming here for years. We appreciate everything they do for us.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, just to think that you take a portion of what comes back in from hunters, now you turn around and give them a portion back again. I wish I could take every single child that graduates from high school, bring them over here to Africa and let you see how the other half of the world lives. I guarantee you would go back home and have a great appreciation in what America has.
This segment has been brought to you by the Victor Chevrolet Deal of the Week. Check them out at victorchevrolet.com. Chevrolet.com. Find new roads.
Looking for a new or used vehicle? Check out my friends at Victor Chevrolet. You'll be totally satisfied. That's where I get all my vehicles.
Together is about a little kitchen table and a little elbow grease. Together is about a shelf in the back of Dad's shop. Together is about family. And it's about all the memories that lie ahead. Start your adventure with the experience, selection, and wonder you can only find at Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Your adventure starts here.
I was asked to go several years ago lion hunting in Africa, and I always kind of dreamed on doing it.
There's 3 categories of lions: wild lions, wild managed lions, and captive bred lions. Captive bred lions get reintroduced into wild managed areas, and after a certain amount of time, hunters are getting the opportunity to hunt these species in wild managed areas.
How's it? Hi. Johan van die Kerk, Leipie van die Kerk.
Bob, I gotta get help.
Oops, I was wondering my... Ja, ik zit er net vanuit van die man Kerk. Johan, that's my name. Peter. Peter Holmes. Nice to meet you, sir. Yeah.
I'm using the fat, it's an all-blade one. I've shot everything from moose to brown bears with them. My bow's shooting 300 feet per second at 80-something pounds, so going pretty quick. We were spending some time looking for tracks on some of the dirt roads and paths in the area. Fortunately, we ended up finding a couple sets of line tracks that were together, and we kept trying to locate them, and once we did end up locating them, instead of us pursuing them, one of them ended up pursuing us.
First hit. Yeah.
Am I gonna shoot in the jet? Shoot again. Don't run. Shoot again. Shoot again. Come forward. Come forward. Come forward. Come forward. Am I gonna shoot in the chest? Shoot again. Shoot again. Don't run. Shoot again. Shoot again. Come forward. Come forward. Come forward.
Eyes open. Arm dead. Good, all right.
Good job, man.
Congratulations. What a result of a good day of hunting. Beautiful lion here in the Kalahari, and well-deserved trophy and a beautiful shot. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
If you hadn't shot when you did, Tom, we probably would have had to kill him.
I was worried that you were going to shoot before I got a chance.
Yeah.
I was worried about the other one charging right after.
Well, you had no choice. You had to shoot him.
Happy?
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful lion?
Yep.
That's good.
It was pretty close.
Get down behind him. There's your African lion.
Yep, years of waiting to finally be able to go on a hunt like this really turned out perfect this time.
Oh, I'm telling you. Excellent.
We didn't have to track too much. We were lucky to come across these two big males laying in the shade, and they were very relaxed. They wasn't going to go anywhere. We managed to get around the bush, and one of the lions decided to get up and was also coming right at us, probably more curious than anything else, and then his curiosity turned into somewhat of a mock charge. He was indecisive of whether he was going to come for us or not. The next moment, me and Bob were almost at the ready position, and Tom were asking, what should I do? I said, well, I guess you got to shoot it now, or you know, we will probably have to shoot it. This thing's not going to stop. And then he put a perfect shot straight in the heart in it, probably turned around, ran about 20 yards or so, if that, and it finally expired right here where we're sitting now, and it's a result of a perfect bow shot. This is one of the most difficult shots you can take with a bow. A frontal shot is not the recommended shot, but you know, when you get in a situation like that, you need somebody like yourself that's very experienced, that knows what he's doing. He knows his equipment, you know exactly how to handle your bow, and you did put a perfect shot in it. So well done. A great result of a good day's hunting. You know, we were discussing it and we were saying to Tom, what are we going to do? How is it going to happen? Yeah. And you cannot write a script for hunting. Each and every lion hunt is different. You know, here we had a problem with the other lion that wasn't going to leave his buddy. And I've seen it with many different hunts. We've seen it with buffalo hunting, you know. Yep. One of the buffalo hunts we've been doing in the past, the one buffalo wouldn't leave the others. He tries to pick up his buddy, they fight because they are all in competition for dominance all the time. And the other one was not going to leave, and that was our second concern. We didn't know what we were going to do. We were going to have to shoot another lion or how it's going to turn out. But eventually the other one managed to get away from this one, and hopefully we can get some good pictures. And
yep. Beautiful trophy.
You can put our pretty faces on a big picture in your office.
Thank you very much.
It was only first pin, wasn't it?
First pin. What pin was on him? All.
Oh, all of them.
For help with all of your hunt booking needs, contact J&M Safaris at jnmsafaris.com. After your successful hunt of a lifetime, contact Wes Good at kanadistudio.com for the finest taxidermy in the business. Be sure to follow Bob and all his adventures at bobfolkrod.com/TV and facebook.com/bfolkrod. And don't forget to hit the like button.